Okay, in this video, we're going to have a look at the date function, which calculates the number of days between two dates. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste an image of a month. We're going to paste an image of a particular month. This is an image of July 2022, right? So let's say, for example, we typed in the first date. Let's make it that Monday. So it's basically the 4th. So July being the 7th month and the year being stroke 22. And let's assume we were working to the 8th, right? So we said the 8th of July 2022, right? So if I simply, now these are different formattings that were already there in the previous video. So what I can do is I could even use the format painter to say format all of these in that column the same way. All right, so let's say that's the start date and this is the end date, right? Now the number of days, remember this is all sitting as this whole column here is still actually formatted as dates, but I'll show you how the number of days will format it differently. So if I said equals to that date minus that date, right, it's giving me a date here which doesn't make any sense, but we're actually looking for this field, you can see, to be formatted as a number. So I'm going to click on the number formatting and you can see it tells me 4 days. Okay, so if we look at it from the 4th, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now note, it doesn't count both the 4th and the 8th. If we counted the 4th and the 8th, we would get 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what this does, it just basically says how many days in between, and it's basically 4 days, right, from the one date to the next. So that's that is the function where you can just basically subtract one date from the other. Another function that does exactly the same as subtracting one date from the other is the days function. So if I said equals days and I open the brackets and it says what is the end date, so you put in the end date and then I put in a comma and what is the start date, I put in the start date, and if I close off there and I hit enter, it tells me 4. So whether you just subtract the one from the other or use the days function, you basically have exactly the same result. Well, let's say we had a thing where somebody entered in their birthday, right? So they're going to enter in their birthday, right? And then we want to say, what is today's date? Okay, so you type in here today. Now to get today's date in what the current date is as per the system, you use the function called today. So you type in equals today, open and close the brackets just like that and enter. So basically at the date I'm recording this is the 26th of the 10th, 2021, right? So let's say somebody was born on the 15th of March, 1995, right? Now, if I use the days functions, you can work out how many days old they are. Number of days old, and let's just double click that, and you can basically see if I said equals to that minus that, this person is actually 9,722 days old. So anybody entering in a different date here, it'll automatically recalculate this formula. And because this will always give the current date, let's say somebody opens this up in a year's time, it'll then put the date in a year's time there. So this will always reflect the current date because it's actually this formula today. So this is just a nice way to show you how you could apply it. It's just something interesting to work out. You could try this yourself, put in the today function, put in your own date of birth, and you can see how many days old you are.